How's it going? Welcome to Modded with Mist. This series is just it's just a single player playthrough let's play series. I'm doing it on my own to just explore mods as well as just have fun. And some of the mods you may be familiar with. Let's have a look, see actually what we have. So we have quite a lot of quite a lot of mods in this mod pack. We have one I'm really actually wanting to delve into and get my hands dirty in is Born in Chaos, which is a very combat heavy mod, I think, or mob heavy mod. It's a very difficult mod that makes the game much more challenging, and some of the many reasons why I made this this mod pack and series, because I want to challenge myself to be able to play the game better and not die as much as I have been in the past. Because as you can see, the game is at the hard mode, playing a hard difficulty, because I want a challenge. So, without further ado, and enough waffling about, let's get some resources and just get a few basic tools so we can start our adventure within the series. So, let's get to it. After a bit of adventuring and exploring later, I've come back to update you guys on what's going to be happening in this episode. So, as you saw me earlier in a previous clip, I managed to amass a farm. So something is chasing you. Oh, that's an issue. Oh boy, that's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna ignore that for now. But the plan is to further expand my ever-growing mountain base. Yes, I'm just gonna be sticking inside the mountain for now because it just feels like the right thing to do. I will eventually clear out this area or find my own place elsewhere in the world. I might craft a nature's compass, which is this thing. I might craft one of these so I can help myself find and locate a specific biomes I want to potentially set up in for my mega base or whatever I do throughout the series. But for now, sticking with the cave base. As you saw, I have my own farm sorted, and at this point in time, I want to expand it so I can have enough room to create create contraptions and machines and stuff. And the first one I want to make is an andesite farm, or andesite alloyer. Both are the same thing. I'm a little silly. Yeah, so I wanna expand a certain part in this area to make that. And the measurements, I believe, were it's 18 wide, no, 18 long by 8 high by 7 wide. I think that's the correct measure. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start mining away, probably on this side or over here somewhere, or probably down that way more. I don't know. I'll figure it out, and you guys will see where I do it. Afterwards, I will need to go ahead and gather a bunch of andesite myself to actually begin the andesite alloy. It's funny how that works. You need to get the resource to make the resource. You know. So yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of things for this machine I'm making. So yeah, let the grind laps begin. Let's go. Wahoo! Well, it seems upon adventuring I found a village. Might go ahead and do some pillaging while I'm at it because I need to grab some stuff. Oh! That's clever. Damn, alright. Oh! I'll take that for now. A bunch of cool stuff in here. Private. Ooh. Is there anything up here I can go up to? There is. It's just blocked off. Because someone's a little bit secretive, aren't they? Whoa. Huh. Okay. What's up here? I wonder. Oh. Just a bathtub. Nothing special. Unless. Oh, there's more to it up here, I think. There is more to it. Oh, would you look at that? There's a lot more to it up here, actually. Huh. A lot of food stuff. Cool. I'm gonna grab the rest of the bread. And we sleep. Finally get some sleep. Nice. I'm gonna continue pondering. And hopefully find some andesite on the way. I've come over to my creative testing world. It's sadly not a super flat world, which sort of sucks. Anyway, the reason why I'm here is I want to show you this machine. This is a andesite alloy maker designed by Tyra Law. I will link her video in the description so you guys can check it out. It's by far the most compact alloyer slash machine to make andesite alloys I've seen ever. Basically, windmill's the main power. It gets put into this rotation speed controller, which then increases the power throughout the entire machine. The cobblestone generator being milled into gravel, then gets washed into either flint or iron ingots. This one here, because you can see the dust particles are there. There you go. See that there? I actually learned that you can actually do that with Create. I didn't know that past, I learned something new from that video. So thank you, Tyra, for showing me something new with the create mod. The gravel that comes up this line gets washed into either iron ingots, iron nuggets, and flints, and gets put into this filter. A lot of filtering, a lot of things. I'm not gonna be able to explain it because it's painful. It's better just to show what it does instead of describing what it does, because you all know me. I'm horrible with explaining things, so I'm just let you watch the whole contraption work. That creeper is on a mission, my god. I'll let you just watch what happens and figure it out for yourself. There you go, that's that. It's, okay, it's simple, but it's also very complex. So for those that aren't into Create or just Minecraft tech mods in general, this is going to look very, very confusing. That is what I'm making machine-wise in this episode. Start off with Create, because with this, andesite alloy is the building blocks of Create. Every, like, the andesite funnels, the basins, the mixer, the mills, the chutes, the shafts, the gearboxes, all this, it all requires an andesite alloy in some way, shape, or form. This is the beginnings of my Create mod journey within. That creeper is running around like crazy as well, by the way. Like, what is he doing? This guy's on a mission. Like, I've never seen creepers walk this fast. What are you doing, mate? You were just very fast. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to stop faffing about. I'm going to get back onto the world, start making all the bits and bobs I need, and then get into a quick time lapse of me building this. And then after that, we'll go from there. Alright, let's do this. Woo! The blue moon rises. Feel lucky. Huh. I was about to record a clip in regards to this area I just dug out, but that's interesting. Let's have a look at that real quick, because I'm learning things in this mod pack that I didn't think I did know. Is it? Oh! Huh. That is really cool. Hell if I know what the blue moon does, though. I guess. Oh, I see. I see. Oh, I've just got given luck for the entire duration of this little event. So instead of sleeping away, I'm not gonna keep that going on me. But anyway, the whole reason why I began this little clip in this little area here, if you can't already tell from beforehand, this is where the andesite alloy is gonna be going. I've given myself a bit of extra room here to work around. I might even dig myself out another bit of extra space that direction. But yeah, this will be where the actual contraption goes. I may even build into the floor a bit more. Who knows? But as of right now, this is where the actual thing will go, and I might actually make some small tweaks here, so I don't have to waste a bunch of like other resources to make the power source, because the power source is a windmill, right? And as cool as it would be to have a windmill inside here, I mean, there wouldn't be much airflow, to be honest. Like, logistically, it wouldn't physically work. Wouldn't logistically work, because airflow coming in into a cave doesn't exist. I mean, it could do, but I don't know. Hell if I know. I don't know how mountains work. But instead, I'm going to actually have a water wheel. I'm going to have this thing sitting either here somewhere or in the wall with the water actually doing its thing. So that way, we can actually get not just a power source for this contraption I'm going to build, but a potentially more power sources or other contraptions I may build in the near future, or in this episode at least, because as much as I just want to build this one, I may end up building another one. Who knows? I haven't thought that far ahead yet. But as of now, I'm going to quickly go and gather all these resources to actually make this contraption. Many hours later, I have gathered all is what is required to make this generator farm. Here's all the resources I have and I need. I might need a little extra, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. These are the base components of what I need. My god, some of the stuff was an absolute nightmare to grab, because I'll quickly update you guys on what's happened in the base since I have gathered those resources. There's a new little area in here. I had to make a smeltery, because the only other way to actually alloy brass, the create brass, is to actually use a mixer and a blaze burner, which I don't want to get right now, not on my priority list. Plus, it requires me to fight Nether Fortress, which I have just gotten access to the Nether Realm. We go down here, as you can see, down here, bam, in the portal. So, a few little additions to the base have been done. Also upgraded my storage area, not just a simple little double chest anymore. It's a 3x5 storage unit now. I've also got myself a very somewhat self-sufficient dripstone farm. It's not the best. It's actually not the best. Yeah, that's and an infinite lava source farm as well. So yeah, just a few things that were added to the base since I started doing the resource gathering off camera. I did die a couple times as well because I was stupid and went caving a bit far down my pay grade, if that makes sense, and I died a couple times to some of the mobs down there. I did find a couple things off camera though, which I will show you at some point in the future. But for now, it is time to start building this farm. So that way, we never have to worry about getting andesite alloy ever again when it comes to create farms. Because I want to start getting into making farms create based, as well as actually just getting into making cool stuff in general. Because now we're starting to hit into the phase of the farming era in this series, and that's only episode 1. But I definitely want to have a lot more self-sufficient farms by at least next episode. So, as of right now, let's get this done. So, enough waffling on. Let's get to it. Time lapse time. Woo! And just like that, the farm is complete. Here we go. Here's the final result. I had to do some tweaking off camera to get the power source to work, because I wanted this farm to be at least somewhat logistical and like be somewhat realistic to how an actual in the mountain farm would work. So because not much airflow comes through down here, I decided to replace the windmill power source with water wheels. It required more than one large water wheel. That's all I'm gonna say. So I put 3 in to give it extra, and it's going. It is going at a decent pace. And I think there are some items in here that should not be in there, but they are nonetheless. I don't know why they're doing that, but it's fine. I probably could put a filter on this thing to filter out all the items that it spouts in here or from in there or whatever it is, because why not? Hold up. Does it require? Oh, it requires 2 flint. Okay, cool. There's only 1 flint in there. That's okay. That's why I was doing that. Oh, there we go. There it is. There we go. Okay. So yeah, now we have basically an infinite supply of andesite alloys. Saves me having to go into the mines or just go caving in general for andesite now at all. I do have some spare stacks of andesite in this chest here. I've got a few stacks left in here still, so I could, if need be, use them up to help with further production of other farms. But the next thing I want to do is not being out here. I don't know why I was out there. I want to try and expand probably this area a bit more that way and make it flush with this, or expand it that way, or probably that way actually would be a bit better actually for me. As you may have seen in the previous clip, I do have another portal now because I needed one to go ahead and grab some lava, as well as, what was it? I found a piece of soul sand as well, so I can do the haunting mechanic with create as well. So that's helpful. But you know, I needed the nether portal for quartz, because the quartz was used to make the electron tubes that go into the brass tunnels, and this thing, the rotation speed controller as well. So yeah, I avoided the nether because I didn't want to have to go grab blaze. Even though I found blaze, I still needed another realm for the quartz, and I tried figuring out a way to automate that through other means. There is no other way unless I found an ocean monument made guardian farm, which has not happened yet. I have not found one yet, sadly. So my next best bet was to just make a portal and just deal with it for the time being. I'm gonna move this and probably upgrade it because this is in a really poor position, but it works there for now. It works there for now, so it's fine. But yeah, the next thing, yeah, aside from expanding the base a little bit more extra, more probably that way, more than likely, is to start working on another farm. Yep, a lot of farms are happening in this episode. A lot of farms. I have been hard at work off camera on another world, in my creator testing world, to try and put together possibly the most compact and more like material efficient iron farm possible with create. It's not that it's the worst thing ever. It just requires, again, one resource to create the other resource. You know, like this farm, it required andesite alloys to make the andesite alloys, and it was just a whole mess. And this farm, being an iron farm, it requires iron to make other bits that use iron, like hoppers and mechanical drills and all the other bits and bobs that were basically used in this farm here. I need to make at least 5 blocks of iron for 5 compactors, maybe more, because it technically, I've made it so it could be tileable, if that makes sense. But I'm going to make it tileable, modular. I can make it like that. But enough blabbing about. I'm going to go onto the actual creative testing world and show you guys what the actual farm looks like. Then we're going to grab some resources once again and start making this farm. And also expand the base even more so to give it this farm. Because I at least want some farms, some decently mid-tier farms done before this episode, so I can then work on other projects that I can plan out on off camera to show you guys on camera for future episodes. So let's go. Oakley dokley. Here we are. This is, yeah, I've expanded this area ever so slightly since last time we were here, which was a few clips back, I think. And yeah, that down there is the farm we just made. Up here are a couple of other testing things I decided to do, but don't mind this stuff. I'll explain this stuff in a second. This is what we're after. This is what I'm making. Why is that getting... But yeah, this is the iron farm. As best as I can explain it, coal generator into mills to get crushed into gravel. The gravel gets washed by the fans with the water, gets turned to either flint or iron nuggets. The iron nuggets get thrown to here, compacted down to iron ingots, and bam. Done. That's the TLDR, the long story short, of this farm. I do some tweaking off camera again to make this farm look more compact and much more beneficial on my end. I'm going to have to use the windmill to keep up with the power that this thing is going to be producing, because without this entire, I'm going to have to reduce this farm by maybe 3 modules, which I'm pretty sure it's producing at least 30 iron every hour. I haven't done like the benchmarks or testing of it yet, so whatever I'm saying is probably inaccurate, but that's the rough estimate I'm giving it. So yeah, why are you doing that? Thank you. But just to, yeah, this is what I'll be building or attempting to build in the other world when I get the resources done for it. And this is what I mean by it being tileable, because as you can see, it's 1 lane, 1 tile, another one. It can be 1 block wide if I really want it to be. Essentially, without the power source, this entire thing could be 1 block wide. And this is just a random experiment I tried doing to make a infested block / silverfish farm with create. It's still a work in progress, so I'm not gonna tell you guys much on that until it's actually done and fully working. And yeah, some other work in progress stuff over there, so don't worry about that. But yeah, this is what I want to try and make next in the world. So, oh, and one thing I learned is that The drills, mechanical drills, can be waterlogged. I didn't know that, but now I do. So that's saved me a lot of compaction when it comes to making the cobble gen. Because my original design is having it stairs onto the drill with lava on top. I could still I still could do that, but because of the pace that these drills are going, the cobblestone will get flung out of these blocks and just pop out like all over the show, and it'll also get stuck in each of the basins to get when it gets to the pressing of it. So I had to somehow figure out a way to reduce the power output from this thing into these things. They're all under the same like power source now because it goes into a windmill. Oh no, the windmill goes into this gearbox. The gearbox gets put into this thing. And this power source, it splits off in two directions. This power source goes off into the encased fans and the mills. But this part here, when it goes down, it splits off into the drills across here, so it keeps the drilling at a decent pace. The blocks aren't flying out and going crazy. Again, a lot of tweaking of camera had to be done, but I'm confident to say that this farm is pretty much good to go. Again, it's required to gather the resources and make probably what is the more expensive thing is this thing here, because this requires one whole iron block. But the moment I can get one of this thing going is when I can get possibly 4 more done, or even expand it to make it even longer. Thing is, I'm gonna have to probably add more power sources to each and every single individual module I make. As of now, only 5 tileable slots can be added to this farm to make it as efficient as possible, and later on could be expanded for even more modules. So enough waffling around and enough babbling. Let's go. Woo! Oh, hello. I just came back to try and record this monstrosity. My thoughts is that it's a potentially a stronghold. I'm more scared of that guy, but I kind of want to fight him, but I don't at the same time because he looks big and scary. So I'm just gonna hop right past this guy and hope the best that it's not gonna kill me. Whoa! Okay, maybe we don't. Maybe we just leave. I'm gonna get back to caving, hopefully not die, and I'll get back to you guys once I have the resources. So, I've managed to get the iron farm up and running, as you can see. The only issue is, my time lapse didn't record. I went to check the recording on my camera account, and it just said, hey, I didn't record a single thing. As for now, here's the iron farm. Oh yeah, by the way, I got some new armor. Oh wow, already 5 iron, that's pretty good. But now, I won't have to worry about going to the mines for any iron at all in the future. This will be an upgrading thing at some point in the near future as well. Might even make it better and even faster. But for right now, this is my design for the iron farm I've made, and now that leaves us off with the next project for this video, which is to just beautify out my base, make it all look pretty, not this smooth stone, not having a, even the outside. I'll make the outside look pretty as well. And also, I'm planning on making probably a little bridge that goes from here to here, that we can just walk out here and walk out both sides without having to worry about climbing up a bloody cliff face. That ain't fun. But that is the plan for the rest of this episode. Beautify the base. So, let's get to it, shall we?
Well, it has certainly been a while. As you can see, a slight wardrobe change has happened on my skin. Might need to update it a little bit more because it's these little hold on, I can get free cam. Hello, hello. It's these little cuff things on my wrist that I'm not really sure if I'm vibing with or not. Either way, we'll sort it out. This is where I've gotten up to so far, and I'm honestly gonna leave it for now because this video has gone on for long enough. Hello, Moon. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna continue to beautify my base off camera and maybe throughout other episodes, and just see where life takes me, because this is a series that I want to experiment with content with, as well as just do cool projects, because it's for a second now I thought that windmill was a creeper, because this series is just me playing around with Modern Minecraft in a Let's Play series. Nothing fancy, just me having fun and goofing about. So with that being said, I'm gonna, go ahead and do a lot more of this probably off camera or throughout the next episode. Enough of me waffling about. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!